today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Caught by Josh Downs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. That's complete to the running back, Funk. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On 3rd down, Burrow. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And to give this time to the tailback. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former #2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson now off the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wilson. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So not only do they get the completion and the conversion there on 3rd down, but tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Yeah, they had the 1st down anyway, had that in their hip pocket, but now with that penalty yardage, that turns out to be a pretty big play.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson there to make the grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On second down now, it's Hall. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Wilson now to throw on third down. And a completion to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Wilson. Out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, it's Hall. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try the left side. Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Zach Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And finding the tight end Hooper. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Sauce.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Wilson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he'll find Hall. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Play action. Now Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Patterson's kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down.
Las Vegas Raiders doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half, but you can't take anything for granted in playoff football, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now we spotlight the Jets defense. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Burrow. And Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Intercepted by Sauce. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Hall. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 17. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Not what you wanted there, 3rd and 2.
And this is something you've worked on in practice from the time you were in training camp. Yet you still create your own mistakes.
Able to find Lazard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They go play action with Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Donovan Peoples-Jones. There to...
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. This is caught by Evans. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Pierce. And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, New York.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Jets on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Reed. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run the counter. Hall. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Wilson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
The Jets advance to the next round as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.